Chris Pratt is a well-known face in Hollywood, most notably for his role in the Guardians of the Galaxy. However, since he divorced Anna Faris, the actor has received the moniker Worst Chris in Hollywood. Regrettably, a post on Instagram that was intended to be sweet has led some people to believe Pratt was just plain horrible. The critics have said this ain't it, and I'll be giving you the full scoop in this video. What you need to know. When Chris Pratt was married to Anna Faris, his fans seemed to love him even more. In fact, several of his followers were taken aback when he and Anna announced their separation, only for Chris to find and wed Katherine Schwarzenegger a year later. Despite this, he and his ex-wife do have a son together, and because of their shared parenting responsibilities, they probably still communicate. Anna has also moved on, eloping with a new lover of her own. Of course, some people might not appreciate Chris Pratt just because he divorced his first wife, Anna Faris. They appeared to be the ideal Hollywood pair, which made fans seem to like them together. However, now that everyone is aware that Hollywood couples aren't always what they appear to be, they may be slightly more inclined to doubt Chris's commitment to his current spouse. What's it like between Chris and Katherine? Chris and his new wife, Katherine, dated for just over a year before getting married in June 2019. Interestingly, they were first spotted together 6 months after Pratt filed for divorce. It was obvious that the two were in love as soon as they made their Instagram account official. The fact that the pair have maintained a low profile while they welcome 2 kids may give some indication that they're content in their marriage. But when Chris used the newly formed Instagram account to publicly compliment his wife, the audience wasn't exactly impressed. Commenters felt Chris's wife appreciation post fell short of expectations. The actor's appreciation post for Katherine was described by a Reddit user who said it was something. Another Redditor said, and I quote, "He's trying to be cute, but this ain't it. I sometimes feel bad for how much people dunk on him, but honestly he deserves it. LOL," another user said. Others claim Pratt was emulating a Ryan Reynolds attitude that tries to be hilarious but somehow falls flat, trying to be on brand like other male actors with their spouses. They could be alluding to Chris's statement that "my greatest treasure right next to my Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card." He also jokingly said that Katherine's birthday was approaching and that if he didn't get her anything, he would tell her to remember this post. Some called Chris's comments disgusting and absurd, while others made fun of him for how his comments seemed to favor his healthy kid versus his son who was born with health complications. The peculiar language in the original Instagram post by Chris, where he claims Katherine gave him a stunning, healthy daughter, was also brought out by commenters. He is humiliating his son and ex-wife since she didn't give him a healthy boy, a brave poster asserted in response. Regardless of Chris's intentions, commentators claim that he didn't choose his words well, and not just Reddit and Instagram were unhappy. Despite the good intentions, people on Twitter also made Chris Pratt trend for the uncomfortable post. One user summarized the entire situation as follows: "Although I think he's a moron, Anna has admitted to feeling bad and taking the blame for Jack's condition. It's uncaring. Do Katherine and Chris really enjoy their relationship?" Although there is no evidence to imply that Chris and Katherine are unhappy together, some of Chris's fans appear to believe that the actor doesn't post enough about his wife, in addition to making cringe-worthy postings about her. The birthday shout-out for this year was apparently followed by the birthday shout-out for the next year, which was also posted on Instagram. This one had significantly less cringe, because it focused on all the beautiful qualities Chris adores about Katherine, considering the Instagram comments at least. Why fans believe Jennifer Lawrence played a role in Chris Pratt and Anna Faris's divorce. Even relationships that appear to be unshakable from the outside look short-lived in the world of Hollywood. Chris Pratt and Anna Faris, who began dating in 2009, experienced this. They chose to go their separate ways in 2019, much to the surprise of many. Naturally, when the split occurred, fans were eager to blame others, particularly Pratt's former co-star Jennifer Lawrence. Given their on-screen chemistry, people began to draw connections between the two after they shared a scene in Passengers. Let's take a look at what happened and the reasons why fans blamed Lawrence. They shared a scene in Passengers. In 2016, the filming of Passengers was when whispers of a potential romance between the two actors first surfaced. In spite of the rumors, the movie was bittersweet. Although it made over $300 million at the box office, despite the narrative, its image suffered greatly. Viewers claimed that the film encouraged stalking and came off as quite creepy, and Lawrence herself acknowledged that she had second thoughts about it. She said to Vogue, "I'm upset with myself that I didn't detect it. The plot was a tarnished, complex love story, and I felt the script was lovely. Without a doubt, it wasn't a failure. By no means am I embarrassed by it. There were just some things I wish I had done more research on before committing to." Pratt used a different strategy. He was reported to be proud of the movie and pleased with the revenue it brought in at the box office. Lawrence shared the opposite opposite opinion, but the movie's producers saw the response as an important lesson. To me, that was a very important lesson. I adored that film. Making that movie was among my favorite experiences. The script, in my opinion, was among the best I had ever read, said Moritz. There was a strange occurrence. We had carried out a vast number of test screenings, which were quite encouraging to us. The first review appeared 10 days before the film's release. I was confused when the critics said that we were defending date. After the fact, things appeared to get worse as people began to connect Pratt and Lawrence due to their on-screen chemistry and flirty behavior. Fans began blaming Jennifer. It was revealed that Ferris and Pratt were breaking up shortly after the movie's premiere, nearly 10 years into their relationship. Anna would make an announcement that was highly ambiguous and explain that she was essentially coerced into it. After every breakup, for me, I believe I eventually understand that there were a lot of things I really shouldn't have disregarded, Ferris said. It appears that my hand was coerced in retrospect. It was never, in my opinion, a free choice. I believe it really hampered me. One of them was that I never discussed any problems with anyone, even my closest friends. As a result, although I'm sure my connection with Ben was more open and shut, I believe Chris and I both guarded that mental image even among our close friends. Twitter was swamped with connections to Pratt and Lawrence beginning a covert romance, which didn't help the issue either. Basically, his co-star took the brunt of the criticism. The rumors grew so out of hand that Lawrence not only apologized to Ferris, but also made a public statement about the situation. Lawrence denies all Chris Pratt dating rumors. Yes, Lawrence had to respond to the situation a few years ago, insisting that she had nothing to do with the divorce. In a recent interview with Kiss FM, the Red Sparrow actress claimed, "I never had an affair with Chris Pratt on Passengers." They divorced a couple of years later, and everyone yelled, "Jennifer Lawrence." Then I thought, what the? Ferris would also make a statement of her own in which she described her friendship with Lawrence. Jennifer and I are pretty friendly, and she apologized even though she didn't have to. She had done nothing wrong, according to Ferris. Even though it is obviously wrong, it is humiliating and embarrassing when people claim that your husband is cheating on you. She is great. You still appear and feel foolish, but I've had to develop the ability to take that in stride. How often do Chris Pratt and Anna Faris speak? Chris Pratt and Anna Faris were arguably one of the most well-known and adored celebrity couples in the world. Both have achieved success in television and movies, carving out their own niches in Hollywood. Ferris has worked on the CBS television show Mom, whilst Pratt has been a constant in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The pair have a son together, and each of them have amassed considerable riches. A highly public breakup between Pratt and Ferris would eventually occur, shocking the media. From the outside looking in, they certainly appeared to be invincible, and many people saw them as a true representation of couple goals. The two would eventually move on from one another, but people were still interested in whether they had ever remained friends or in contact ever since. It was time for Chris Pratt and Anna Faris to find new partners after they divorced and decided to put their son's needs first. Even though this can make things more difficult, they both appear to have done a good job of keeping things in balance. Chris Pratt has been seeing Katherine Schwarzenegger since their breakup, and the two have since been married, according to Hollywood Life. It has also been reported that the couple gave birth to a child together more recently. According to a source, Anna is very supportive. She sent the baby a present from herself and one from Jack as well. Anna is also ecstatic that Jack will have a younger sister. She and her older brother, Robert Ferris, are quite close, so she is overjoyed that Jack will have a sibling. It certainly seems like Chris Pratt and Anna Faris get along despite their ups and downs. Even if they never reconciled, they did the right thing for their child as well as their friendship. So guys, what do you think about Chris Pratt's wife appreciation post for Katherine? Let us have your thoughts in the comments section. And if you enjoyed watching this video, kindly like and share it so your pals can watch it too. One more thing, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping the notification bell so you can keep getting more interesting videos like this. See you next time!